Bitcoin's hash rate is crashing, and it is clear when looking at the chart. And the first two thoughts that come to mind are usually, number one, if the hash rate decreases, then this means that Bitcoin is no longer secure. And the second thought is that if the hash rate decreases, then this means that the price of Bitcoin will decrease as well. Often people will correlate the hash rate with the price. If the hash rate increases, the price of Bitcoin increases. And if the hash rate decreases, the price of Bitcoin decreases. So in this video, we're going to take a look at these two thoughts to see if they're actually true. So when we look at the hash rate, we can see that in April of 2021, there was a massive decline. This happened because there was a blackout in a region of China where a lot of the mining was concentrated. So we saw temporarily that the hash rate decreased, but it came right back up, and then we were at 180 million terahashes per second, an all-time high. But then from there, we saw that Bitcoin's hash rate came crashing down right now at about 128 million terahashes per second. And the reason that this is happening is because China is banning Bitcoin mining, but this time around, they are serious. So over the years, they have stated they're going to ban Bitcoin mining, but it just passed over. But this time, they're not playing any games. Already, operations have been suspended. And also, China is making it very difficult for miners to get their equipment outside of the country. And right now, we are slowly seeing a shift to mining in North America, to places like Texas. Texas is an ideal destination for miners thanks to its abundance of solar and wind power, its unregulated market, and its crypto-friendly political stance. We have also seen guys like Elon Musk meet with North American Bitcoin miners, forming the Bitcoin Mining Council that a lot of people are not happy about, to discuss the future of Bitcoin mining in North America. We have also seen the mayor of Miami enticing China's Bitcoin miners to come to Miami. We want you to be here. And this is a perfect example of taking one step backwards in order to take not 2 steps forward or 3 steps forward, but 1,000 steps forward, because right now most of the mining pools are in China. So it's a good thing that we are seeing it leave China. But on the opposite end, one of my fears is that we have the same scenario in North America, right? I don't want Bitcoin mining or mining pools to be centralized or located in any one specific space. I want it to be everywhere, even in China. I do hope in the future China does allow Bitcoin mining, right? We have it in Asia, we have it in Europe, in South America, in Africa, and so on. And this is a great tweet from Amir Rozek. Very simple. Is China stupid or something else? Why the hell would they kill their Bitcoin mining dominance? And the answer is obvious. China wants their digital yuan to be the dominant currency, and they do not want Bitcoin to get in the way. But at the same time, they are giving up a lot of power, but I'm not complaining, right? I'm happy. I'd rather it be in North America than in China. So coming back to the hash rate, it is clearly going down. Right now, 128 million terahashes per second. So is Bitcoin's hash rate, is it less secure than it was in May? Yes, of course it is. But does this mean that Bitcoin is no longer secure? Absolutely not. Bitcoin was secure in 2017. Bitcoin was secure with the hash rate that it had in 2018. So let's zoom out and look at a comparison. In 2017, Bitcoin's hash rate was around 8-9 million terahashes per second. And then in 2018, it climbed to about 20 to 30 million terahashes per second. And here we are today, 128 million terahashes per second. So is Bitcoin in danger? Absolutely not. Not even close. Bitcoin is extremely secure. It's often said that Bitcoin is over secure. So we can see 2017 hash rate, 7, 8, 9 million terahashes per second, and today 128 million terahashes per second. So that's the first thought that we got out of the way. Bitcoin is still very secure, but now let's talk about the price. When we look at the hash rate, people will often correlate it with the price. Like we said, if it goes up, the price of Bitcoin goes up, and if it goes down, the price of Bitcoin goes down. And what I'm about to show you is not to prove to you that technical analysis works, it's actually to disprove technical analysis when it comes to Bitcoin's total hash rate. So right now, what people are looking at is not only did Bitcoin's hash rate decrease, but it made a lower low. We had a very low, steep decrease in the hash rate in April, but here we are in June and we made a lower low. So people look at this and they say, that's it, guys. Bitcoin's price is going to go down. It's going to come crashing down. But let's look at history, right? Again, I'm not here to actually prove technical analysis. I'm here to disprove it. In March of 2020, we saw a steep decline in the hash rate, followed by a lower low, another steep decline in May of 2020. So let's look at the chart and see what happened. In March of 2020, as the hash rate decreased, we actually did see the price of Bitcoin decrease under $4,000. And then in May, when it decreased even lower, it made a lower low, which we would think is a time that Bitcoin would come crashing down. The price of Bitcoin actually continued to climb. And in May, it continued to climb. It was about 7,000, 8,000. Of course, this was the start of a massive bull run that went all the way to $64,000. And let's look at another time in history where we saw a steep decline in Bitcoin's hash rate. Right over here, October 2020. Let's see what happened in October of 2020 when it comes to the price of Bitcoin. October of 2020, Bitcoin continued to climb up, and in October it was around 12, 13, 15, 14, 15,000. And then of course it went all the way up to $64,000. So I want to state again, I am not saying that this is technical analysis or that this means the price of Bitcoin is going to go up or that it's going to go down. What I am saying is that when we look at the total hash rate and use it to determine or predict the price of Bitcoin, it is not a reliable indicator. So number two of our original thought was disproven. But what we do know for a fact, objectively, is that Bitcoin's hash rate is still extremely high and Bitcoin is in no danger whatsoever. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time.